Somewhere was the last time you wrote a handwritten note? Probably been a while. Technology has changed the way we communicate. We send emails, not letter, text message, now phone call. Your reachable with activity instead of clicking the all name of relationship. Technology has made it easy to communicate, has made it easy to connect with a human being. I find it secure to connect them. The high text first living is doing a few small things. It's old fashioned. Later, out of the thousands of handwritten notes. Thank you for the advice. Thank you for the interview. It puts the extra effort to show someone user really care that you're willing to above beyond. So, by the way, why do you thank you later? It will make it clear to personality that you impact the head of your life. Talk about something specific. Thank you for advice you gave me. It's because the advice you gave me that I'm doing X. People are looking to make difference. You can show someone they will have impact on life you depend on the pursuing. You have huge impact. Pick up the phone dial. They have thousands of people. A personal call every single Wednesday. Welcome teams campus family. I will turn up really what I want to company me. Will but beyond make you feel welcomed and agree with your surroundings. Sometimes they become as they work, people leave. Sometimes they almost try this they will actually stay the company. A great compliment how to get some work. Ask interesting, meaningful questions where you get out some kind of when job in the country. Every single night I've had dinner with people in the company and ask them to what you want the motivation or something having matter what of you. It will go around table and people will open up and people are able to engage. But different tone. People come back to office. They can see each other, know each other in a deeper way. What's the question honestly? You know how far it's going to elevator to some of the weekend. The best weekend I ever made. You probably will people will say, good, how was yours? You connected people, people are open up. No one's good at that. All margin, almost turn. That's why being open centered so much so become my own. Turn be their own. I would always recommend a bit of comfort over comfort because you can see the pattern of comfort. On the middle you are forced to be present. It's almost a forced mechanism to be moment. Nobody succeeds alone. More take your time to build a genuine, authentic relationship. More write your dream. Because you're going to be big take and then a big people are there. You should support your effort. So when was the last time you wrote a handwritten note? Probably in a while. Technology has changed the way we communicate. Emails, not letters, text message, not phone call, Never second continued function. All negotiations. Here's the point. Technology to make it easy to communicate, uh, easy to connect with other human being. I find the secret to connecting with high-tech first world you live in is a few small thing was old-fashioned. Later, evident the thousands of handwritten notes. Thank you for paper advice. Thank you for the interview. It just puts that extra effort to show someone user will care and user you are willing to work above and beyond. Thank you later. So really new secret is personal magnitude. Impact of the high in your life. Talk about something specific. Thank you for the advice you gave me. It's because of the advice you gave me that I am now doing X. People are you looking to the difference. You can show someone the way we can impact the life to live in life pursuing. You have a huge impact. Become the form dialogue. You have the sample a personal call every single one of them. Welcome them to your campus family. Able to settle down now where we really want company be. Will you know about beyond and make you feel welcome and to give some people some belonging. Or stay work you people leave sometimes people that we are still the company. So it's a great opportunity to get feedback. So Reffkin, you get an office. When we travel in the country every single night, we had dinner doing all people in the company like to create one to find the motivation, but think the happiness week, no matter what we do. We go around the table, people don't up nap, and people are able to engage. That's a different tone. When people come back to the office, they can choose you can know choose in the deeper way. Answer the question with honesty. You know how it's going to a liberator, someone's going out of the weekend. We're gonna be in the rest weekend, I'll be permit the rubber life with people when people in your say go look at people when they open up no good at it. Imagine most people aren't. That's why being open stands out so much because most people aren't. Turns video on. The always recommend the video convert to phone for because your personal will come out. With a bit of your first people present. It's a moment of forcing mechanism to be a moment. Nobody succeeds at all. So we can take time to develop a genuine artistic relationship. The more you will be able to dream because you're gonna be able to big take risks, never to for people to shall willing to support your efforts. Support your effort. So when was the last time that you wrote a handwritten note? It's probably been a while. It's probably been a while. So when was the last time you wrote a handwritten note? It's probably been a while. Probably been a while. Technology has changed the way that we can communicate. With an email, not letter, text message, not phone call, then instead of cooking dinner in your kitchen. All in the name of efficiency. Technology made it easier to communicate, but it has made it easier to connect with other human beings. I find the secret to connect them is high-tech, fast level, doing the few small thing, old-fashioned. All right, later. Evidence thousands of handwritten notes. Thank you for the advice. Thank you for giving the interview. That put that extra effort to show some of you care. You willing to go above and beyond. The summary of thank you later. You can really connect to personal to impact of your had in your life to come some specific. Thank you for the advice you gave me. It's because with the device you gave me, and I am doing X. People then make difference. You can show someone they will have the impact on the work you're living, like you're pursuing. You can choose impact. Speak on the phone dial. We have done thousands of employees. Personally called every single one of them. Welcome to Campus Family. It's all of what we would want the company being. People go to Baba Beyond and make you feel welcome. People sense of belonging. Something can be last day of work. People leave. Sometimes we need most people. There's such a great opportunity to give how we work service. Ask interesting and meaningful questions when you are outside of the office. We travel in the country every single night. We have dinner with people from the company outside and underline the motivation or something that happened with meant to you. We go down to people, when people open up and be able to engage in different time. When people come back to the office, they can see each other, you know each other deeper way. Answer question honestly. You don't have to either maybe on elevator some of the week as a weekend. This weekend, but night level you like possible environment, even you say, good, how was yours? We will connect people. They have to open up. Not as good at it. Imagine most people aren't. That's why being open says that so much so because not being third video on command, the video convert on phone call. You can see the real personality come out. Even video phones post people are almost a forced mechanism to be the moment. Nobody succeeds at all. The more you can take time to be about genuine, authentic relationship, the more you are gonna be able to dream. Because you're gonna be take big pieces. You will never walk people there to cheer on and to support your efforts. Cheer you on and to support your efforts. When was the last time that you wrote a handwritten note? It's probably not in a while. It's probably been a while. So when was the last time that you wrote a handwritten note? It's probably been a while. Technology has changed the way you communicate. With an email, now letters, text message, now phone call, your delivery instead of cooking dinner on your kitchen. Name of extension. Here's the point. Technology may be easier to communicate. The head may be easier to connect with every human being. I've found that difficult connecting in the high-tech file space of the web into the few small things of fascinate. Later, evident thousands of handwritten notes, thanking people on the bus, thanking people in the interview, which spends extra effort to show someone very cute that you are willing to go above and beyond. Some advice you write in the you will make it clear to person that you would like to interact talk about some substance. Thank you for the advice you gave me. It's because of the advice you gave me that I'm now doing X. People are looking to make difference. So you can show someone the people that have impact on what could they been like pursuing. You can see huge impact. Picking the phone dial. We have thousands of employees. We have personally called every single one of them. Welcome to the campus family. Able to settle down of what really is our company be. Where you people call Baba Beyond, make a people welcome to people some beyond game. Sometimes I call people as they work, people read. Sometimes they are more transparent people actually with the company. Political feedback that very hard to get out of the way. Interesting, meaningful questions when you get outside of the office. We had dinner with people in the company and I asked a question what you around and why situation or something what happened this week that meant to you. Well, people were open up, the people were able to engage, etc. different tone. When people come back to office, they can see each other, know each other deeper way. Answer the question honestly. You know how feels going to elevator or some other how's the weekend. It could be best people you but met, love you, but you me but better you will see good. How was yours? If we're going to connect people, then you have open up to better. Could have imagine most people aren't, but that's why being open stands out so much because most people aren't. Times be there on. I would always recommend video conference over call. I would see the past mobs come out. When video you first to be present, it's almost forcing mechanism to be in the moment. Nobody succeeds at all. The more you can take the time to build journey and authentic relationship, the more you are gonna be able your larger dream. You're gonna be able to take big risks. I mean, the more people are there to cheer you on and to support your efforts. So when was the last time that you wrote a handwritten note? That probably been a while. Technology has changed the way we can communicate. With an email, now letters, text message, and then a phone call, your little region delivery instead of cooking dinner in the garbage, all in the name of efficiency. Here's the point. Technology that made it easier to communicate, that hasn't made it easier to connect with other human beings. I found that cigarette connecting is a high-tech, fast-paced, people driven with a few small things the old-fashioned way. Later, I've read on thousands of how did they don't know. Thank you people for the advice. Thank you them for interview. You just put that extra effort to show someone you that you really care and that you are willing to go above beyond. Someone advice you like the next thank you letter. You are really making it clear with the person leading to impact to be had on your life. Talk about something substantive. Like a thank you for the advice you gave me. It's because of the advice you gave me that I'm now doing X. People are looking to make a difference. So you can show someone that they really had the impact on the work that you're living the next pursuing. It had a huge impact. Take up the phone dial. We hired thousands of employees. We have personally called every single one of them to welcome them to campus family. Impulsive phone of really one of the community or people go above and beyond to make you feel welcomed to be given people sense of belonging. So sometimes people last do the work, people be sometimes they're more transparent than we will overwhelmed they were still at the company. Communicating on feedback they feel hard to get out of the words. Ask interesting, meaningful questions when we get outside the office. When we travel in the country every single night or had dinner with people in the company and like to the question like what's your underlying motivation? What's happening that happened this week that meant to a lot to you? Go on to table and people will be open up, so people are going to engage. It's a different tone when people come down to the office. They can share each other, they know each other in the people way. Answer questions honestly. You know how feel when going to the elevator. Someone's like, how's the weekend? It could have been the best weekend ever. Been double your life when you love your day. Uh, They have to open up. They're not even good at it. And imagine most people aren't. But that's why being open stands out so much because most people aren't. Turns a bit I would always recommend a bit of conference over phone call because then you can see the real personality come out when you're a bit on forced to be present. It's almost the first mechanism to be in the moment. Nobody succeed at all. The more you can take time to develop genuine, authentic relationship, the more you can be able to reach your dream. You of course you're gonna be able to take big risk and you know that there's a network people out there cheering you on to support your effort. So when was the last time that you wrote a handwritten note? It's probably in a while. Technology has changed the way we communicate. With an email, now letters, text message, not phone call, you can delivery instead of cooking dinner in our kitchen. All name of efficiency. Here's the point. Technology has made it easier to communicate. It has become easier to connect with humans, with other human beings. After connecting the high-tech first pace of the web is with humans thing, all fashionable. Guide a little. I've written thousands of handwritten notes. Thank you for your advice. Thank you for the important interview. If that puts an extra effort to someone it work here, when we make to above review. Some advice for they can thank you later. We will really make it clear to person related to impact in your life to cover some specific. Like thank you for the advice you gave me. It's because the advice you gave me that I am now doing X. People are looking to make for this. You can show someone that really had an impact on the life that you're pursuing. You can have a huge impact. Because the phone dial, we hired thousands of employees. The person I called, every single one of them, welcome them to the campus summary. I was able to set the tone of really what I want the company to be, go above and beyond to make you feel welcome when people belong in. Sometimes people go last to work when people leave. Sometimes they were more transparent, they were able they were still in the company. And so great opportunity fever it's very hard to get out otherwise. Otherwise, pressure and as when we travel the country every single night, you had dinner with people, company, the country, but your underlying motivation was something that happened this week and meant to you, meant a lot to you. People that rip up that and people are able to engage such as different tone. People come back to office, so you can see each other, know each other in deeper way. Answer question with honesty. We don't have fears going to able to be there and something it comes on you can best we can ever brand. Never if one person you married, you can say, good. How was yours? If we want to connect people, then you will have to open up. People imagine most people aren't, but that's why being open senses so much. So because people aren't, don't be there. I would always recommend people come over call because you can see personality come out. When you are on the bit of one, you are forced to be present. It's almost a false mechanism to be in the moment. Nobody succeeds at all. Maybe you can take time to develop a genuine, authentic relationship. The more you can be gonna be able to take big risks, the network people out there to cheer you on and support your effort. You must be present. Also, force mechanism to be in the moment. Nobody succeeds alone. The more you can time to develop the genuine, authentic relationship, the more you're gonna be able to realize your dream. You're gonna be you are gonna be able to take big risks. You are gonna be you are gonna be I mean, video convert over call because you can see the real person come out when you are supposed to be using. We almost a forced mechanism to be in the moment. Nobody succeeds alone. The more you can take time to develop the genuine, authentic relationship, the more you learn, you're gonna be able you're gonna be able to people out there to cheer you on, support you, to be in the moment. Nobody succeeds alone. The more you can take time to develop a genuine, authentic relationship, the more you're gonna be able to. Nobody succeeds alone. The more you can take time to develop a genuine, authentic relationship, you're gonna be able to realize your dream because you're gonna be able to take a big you're gonna be able to check you're gonna be able to realize your dream. You are gonna be able to realize your dream, realize your dream, realize your dream. You are gonna be able to take big risks in relationships. The more you're gonna be able to realize your dream, you are gonna be able to take big risks. You know it. You are gonna be able to take big risks and not just with this network of people around you to cheer out, to tear you up, to cheer you on. People want you to cheer you on and to support your effort. So when was the last time you wrote a handwritten note? It's probably in the while. Technology is changing the way we communicate. With an email, then a letter, text message, now phone call, you will everybody with the instead of keying. Oh, name of relationship. Here's a point. Technology made it easy to communicate. Here's one need easy connect without a human being. I find it cigarette connecting with high-tech fast faces of real living. It's doing the few small thing, old-fashioned way. Write a letter. No, I have thousands of handwritten notes. Thank you for your advice. Thank you for the interview. If it's visit extra effort to show someone very care, and we will go above you. Some advice you learn, thank you later, is really making the creative personal negative its impact bad on your life. Talk about some speak. Thank you for the advice you gave me. Because you get advice you gave me, now I'm doing exact people look at people. You can show someone people can impact the life they living like you pursuing, you can change impact. Pick up the phone dial with higher employer. The person called every single one of them to welcome the Amber campus family. It was the some tone of well really want to become being people go above beyond to make you feel welcome to keep people belonging. Sometimes you call people last they work, people leave. Sometimes they are more transparent, they were maybe were luxurious towards the company. A great opportunity to get for feedback, people had to otherwise. As interesting and meaningful question when you get outside the office, job in the office. We had dinner with people in the company. This has a question about your underlying motivation. What something happened to this week? We made to a lot of you. So we got at the table if people will open up, people will be able to engage to such a different tone. When people come back to office, they can shoot each other, know each other deeper way. Answer question honestly. Even if you is going to an elevator, sometimes you can. This may be the best we can about email. W for pursue email way. So you say, good. How was yours? When you can connect people, people have to open up. No one are good at it. I mean, imagine most people aren't, but that's why being open stands out so much. So because more people aren't, turn to be down. I would always recommend video convert over phone call. That's why you can see all the personality come out. You can bit of and force people in almost the first mechanism to be a moment. Nobody succeeds at all. The more you can take time to build a genuine, authentic relationship, the more you can build your dream. Because you gotta be brave, take big risk, no way to never like people as you to change on the supportive efforts. So what was the last time you wrote hand with a note? Probably in the wall. Technology to change the way we can communicate. With an email, an letter, text message, you can call, your room day, distance cooking dinner in the kitchen, all in the name of relationship. Here's the point. Technology can make it easy to communicate. It's why we mean easy to connect without a human being. I find the single way to connect in the high-tech, fast-paced world we've been. It's a few small things, the old-fashioned way. Write a letter. If even thousands, you can do little note. Thank you for the advice. Thank you for the interview. This puts up extra effort to show someone very cared. You know when we got above feel. Someone advised you later and thank you later. It's part of very good to what we can do. Impact of your hand on your life. To cover something, some sick. Thank you for the advice you gave me. It's because of the advice you gave me that I am doing X. People are looking to make a difference. You can show someone you will have an impact on their life you live in life you pass away, you will have huge impact. Look at the field impact. The have thousands of people. Creature, every single one of them are going to come from family. Okay, on really wonderful company be where when people go above beyond to make you feel welcome. People need to give people some building. Then some call people last to work. People leave. People sometimes are more transparent about what they were actually so as a company. A great opportunity to get the feedback to build how to otherwise. Ask interesting, meaningful question when we get out of our reach. When people in the country had dinner and people in the company. We had a question about your underlying motivation when something happened we say it well to be. When we go around the table, when people are allowed to open up and people are able to engage with such a different tone. People come back to office. They can show each other, know each other in that deeper way. Answer question honestly. You don't have to really go in a little better so much you can weekend. If I be the best weekend of the W right posting every let me see. Good. How was yours? People you connect people to you have to be open up. Good at it. Imagine most people aren't. No, that's why being open sounds so much because most people aren't. Turn video on. I would always recommend video convert over photo. That's why we can see people come out. The video view, the force be present, almost force the mechanism to be moment. Nobody succeed at all. The more you can take time to develop a genuine focusing relationship, the more you can be able to realize your dream because you can be able to take big risks no matter never work goes out there to check you on the support your effort. So when was the last time you wrote a handwritten note? Probably it's probably in the war. Technology to change the way we communicate. With an email, not a letter, text message, no phone call, you can deliver in self-cooking dinner in the kitchen, all in the name of efficiency. Here's the point. Technology has made it all easier to communicate. Here's an email easier to connect. Here's a high human being. I found the security connecting in the high-tech fast pace of the web into a few small things the fashion way. Neither did evidence thousands in handwritten notes. Thank you for people advice. Thank you for interview. You put that extra effort to show someone very good when we go about beyond. Some of the advice you communicated. It's a very making the prayer to person we can think it you. Impact of a hand on your life to cover something specific. You care for the advice you gave me. It's because the advice you gave me, then are not doing X. People are looking to make comments. Because you can show someone, you can very have an impact on the life you live in the life you're pursuing. You have huge impact. Pick up the phone dial. You have tons of people. People, every single one of them. People want to know town very what I want to company be where people go above beyond to make them feel welcome. You can feel the people beyond again. Sometimes you call people last to work, people leave. Sometimes they're more transparent they were able to be were actually sales company. If great opportunity you can feel of how to other work. Ask interesting and meaningful question when you get out of office. When we jobs in the country, you make a single now. You had dinner with people in the company. Now ask question what on the motivation or something that has been speak a lot of you. And when you go around table, when people are open up, the people are able to engage in such a different tone. When you come back to office, you can see each other, know each other in deeper way. Answer question in honesty. You know how if you can go to elevator, how was the weekend? It could be like a best weekend I ever met. You can have your life, very, you will say, good. How was yours? You when we connect to people, they will have to open up. No one is good at it. Imagine most people aren't. That's why people open sense that so much. So because no people aren't. Turn the video on. No, over command. This video covered over phone call. This week sheet the real post now will come out. We will all video phones first be present. First to be in the moment. Nobody succeeds at all. The more you can take time to develop and join your the most integrated relationship, the more you can realize your dream because you can be able to take big risks in which never more positive out you to achieve your own supportive effort. When was the last time you learned hand over your love? It's probably never. Technology has changed the way you communicate. We send emails, now letters, text message, no phone call. You read about delivery instead of cooking dinner in the kitchen. All in the name of safety. Here's the point. Technology has made it easy to communicate, but it hasn't made it easy to connect it with human beings. I found the secret connection is high-tech, the fast pace with the world we live in. It's a few small things, old-fashioned way. Neither little. If you've had or in your talk about something fake, you can say thank you for the advice you gave me. It's because of the advice you gave me that I'm now doing X. People are looking at to become this. So if you can show someone that we're able to have an impact on the life you live in, life you pursue, then you had a huge impact. Thousands of employees. In a personal called every single one of them to welcome to a summit. It was the tone to really what the company to be. Go people about beyond to make you feel welcome to give with people saying for beyond. Sometimes call people on the street work, people leave. Sometimes they were more transparent than we were actually could be. More transparent than they ever were when they were still in the company. They ever were when they were still in the company. Right to be when we go around table and people really open up to be able to engage in such a different tone. People come back to office, they can see each other, know each other in deeper way. Also question in honesty. You don't have to feel the going a little bit so much for the weekend. It could be in the was the best weekend or it could be no person you really to you say good. How was yours? If I connect people, then people open up. No, good at it. Imagine most people would, but that's why being open stands out so much. So because what we want, turn video about other people all recommend video conference over phone call because she's a real person when you come out when you're unbeatable forced to be present. It's almost forcing mechanism to be in the moment. Nobody succeeds alone. The more you can take time to develop a genuine, authentic relationship, the more you're gonna be able to realize your dream. because you're gonna be able to take pictures knowing that never work people are there to check your own and suppose for you.